Here's Duncan. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Anaheim shooting their first foul shot of the game. And stolen by Brunson. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 6-point game. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Now here's Brunson. Here's Duncan. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Offensive board. Nails the baby hook.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And here's New York now, trailing by 2. Miller outside. The 3 ball. And it's New York with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it. 3-pointer. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
Come on, man. If SGA is hitting that, it's good night.
Towns outside. Can they get it? Paul George pulls it in.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
New York making a switch here. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for Anaheim. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Wade. Drives to the hoop. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Wade. There's the 3. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, the defense expects DeRozan to try and score, but he smartly makes the extra pass. He didn't have his feet planted.
Here's Pippen. Still no points. Inside. Thomas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Wade with 2 seconds left. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already...
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Anaheim, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort. That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Pass to Pippen. And here's George. Thomas outside. It's a one-on-one situation. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Anaheim.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Pippen. Outside, Green. Here's Duncan. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Duncan's got his second basket of the game.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And so Reeves nails both of them. New York trails by 5. And stolen by Reeves. Here's Malone. Back to Reeves. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. And New York has possession. Thomas, right side. Here's the 3. Hits a three-pointer. Thomas has got 5.
Using his superb court vision, Green is able to routinely find his open teammate.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Reeves. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's George. And it's good for 2.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Here's Duncan. He's got 5. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Duncan. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Cunningham. Anaheim with the rebound.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can... Oh! Wow!
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Brunson rushes in. Pass to Duncan. From outside the arc. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. New York trails by 3. Outside, Green. Here's Duncan. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Cunningham looking it over. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And stolen by Green. Thomas outside. Pass to Green. Here's Duncan. The rebound by Duncan. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Anaheim ahead. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Anaheim leading by 3. Here's Brunson to the inside. Here's Granger to the wing on the left. Towns has got room. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think he just asked.
Ooh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Pass to Towns. Yes, and a nice assist.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Roy. Chamberlain with it. He's picked up by Roy. And that one is good.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Here's Reeves. Outside Roy. With the drive. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
Duncan, a screen. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Roy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Brandon Roy.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
Roy hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Cans it from downtown.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
It's Odom high. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Fast break Anaheim. Reeves outside. On the wing, Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. That one off the back iron and out. For 3, Roy. And it's Malone with the rebound. Reeves outside. He drains the quick shot.
Heads up play by Roy. He can be an effective facilitator when he wants.
Out to Kukoc. Screen by Duncan. Pass to Avdia. From deep three-point land. Three-pointer. Kukoc drills the three-pointer.
Love the assertiveness from Kukoc. A valuable offensive weapon for this team.
Here's Reeves. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And here we go. Back to Kukoc. Out to Duncan. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Kukoc. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Reeves with it. Guarded now by Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now, here's Avdia. Nothing on the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Malone. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Orlando trails by 3. Artest on the way. Back to Wall. Pass to Jokic. From deep. That shot off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Anaheim leads by just 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Anaheim, guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And dynamite his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
Jokic with the bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. To the inside. And the dunk by Odom.
Oh, getting to the rim with ease. Lamar Odom, the lefty, with the finish.
Wall's shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Odom's got 9.
And I love how Odom stretches the floor. They're always ready to shoot from distance when the defense isn't focused.
Worthy with it. And it's Odom picking him up. And it's Jokic in the corner. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And Odom's got the ball here for Anaheim. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Wall. Sweet little floater.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Wall outside. Another miss by Orlando. Anaheim leading by 12. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Orlando trails by 12. And here's Jokic outside. Left side, Wall. Outside, Towns. To stop the drought, they get the rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the explosiveness Wall brings to the point guard position is special. This guy is a major threat when healthy.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Reeves outside. They set the screen. Duncan gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Duncan's got 5 points so far.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Down low, Kukoc. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Reeves outside. Pass to Roy. Back to Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
For Orlando, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Pass to Odom. The three. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Back to Kukoc. Up top, Chamberlain. Outside, Avdia. It's up a three. Lamar Odom pulls it in. Anaheim leading by 9. Malone with it. Chamberlain picks him up. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. Pass to Avdia. Here's Kukoc. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Timeout.
Kukoc has got 7 points in the game.
Able to get his shot in a variety of ways. Kukoc can do it within the flow of the offense as well as one-on-one.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Now Reeves. On the wing, Duncan. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Orlando trails by 7. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Reeves outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Anaheim shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the technical free throw is good.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
On the wing, Duncan. Clock at 6. The fadeaway. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. He's got 8.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Here's Avdia from downtown. They get it back. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. The shake. Takes a 3. Pass to Roy. Here's the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Orlando trails by 8. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Good work there as it goes. Reeves has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. For Orlando, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he overshot that one, missing. Orlando trails by 5. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now, here's Jokic. Here's Duncan. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. Four on the shot clock. And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way.
And man, is this kid special. Holmgren showing how impactful he can be on both ends.
Outside Worthy. Pass to Towns. Nifty move. And it's Anaheim heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Orlando trails by 7. Outside Artest. Past Wall to the wing on the left. Artest with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Anaheim grabs the miss. Outside Roy. And it's Wade in the corner. Goes up from the top of the key. Here's Wall. Wall grabs the board.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Duncan with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Roy. Poked away. Orlando trails by 7. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Timeout called, Anaheim. Both teams deciding to change it up. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Anaheim's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on the show.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
He's off on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kukoc gets the bucket.
He is smooth with it. Kukoc can knock him down.
For 3, Roy. And the 3 ball is good.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Avdia can't hit. Anaheim leading by 7. Lets it go from deep. And Anaheim with another 3.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
Here's Avdia. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Avdia's got himself on the board with 3 there. Reeves outside. For 3, Roy. Connects from 3-point range. And Anaheim leads by 10.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Roy with the block. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. Roy fires from way outside. And that's out of bounds. Anaheim will retain possession. .103 left in the fourth quarter. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Kukoc from outside. Anaheim grabs the miss. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Kept alive. Outside for Roy. Another shot. That's good on the jump shot.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Anaheim. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside for Roy. It's tipped. So it's Anaheim picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah.
Carter.